Now, like this is going to be the mid webinar or the mid content of the day. That is, in the like next steps, I'm going to tell you what actually is an engaging blog post. What do you need to create an engaging blog post, right? So yeah, it's just right. So this is the anatomy of an engaging blog. Uh, it must have a clear and focused purpose. It must contain a catchy headline. The layout should be reader friendly. It should be well optimized for search engine like Google, like other like if anyone is microwave Bing. So that also Bing is on demand due to ChatGPT these days. So that's also thing. And some clear cut CTS and no BS content. Then if you are even writing one line, so that is a content and that must align with your readers. That must add some value to your readers. So that is what we call a no bullshit content, right? So now I'm going to cover each of this topic so that you can understand what I'm suggesting, what I'm saying in the picture. And also, if you are like facing any issue and do if you have any question, please drop them in the comment section so that I can just answer to it right after this presentation. Okay, so sure is like clear and focused purpose. What do I mean by that, right? So let's say you are going Kolkata or you are moving to a big city. So why you want to do that? Maybe you need more, like you need bigger chances, you need bigger opportunities for your career, you need higher education, right? Why do you need higher education? Because you want to earn well, you want to live well, right? These are your purpose. This that's why you are clear about your focus. So when you are writing a blog, you must have a clear focus and a purpose. So, and again, what the purpose? Maybe you, if you are writing for, let's say, software company, so at the end of the day, at the end of the blog, you want them to sign up for your product. You want them to book the demo. So this is the purpose, right? And let's say you are a book reviewer, you are reviewing. So what is the purpose behind it? You want your readers maybe to read more of your blogs, so you want to ask them to follow you, or you want them to redirect to your Instagram page. So that's your purpose. You want them to take some action, right? So that is where the focus is. So, and when your focus is or your purpose is well defined, you can, understand how you want your content to will look like. Let's say another example, uh, right? Remember those days when you used to write assignments, and some assignments were like for 20 numbers and there are for 10 marks, right? So in 10 marks, it was like a short thing. But when it was about 20 marks ka thing, so we used to put lots of things, lots of resources, right? And that's the thing. Like you know that now this is the number you want to target. So you have to put much effort here. You have to briefly explain this point, right? So that's what happens when you are clear about your purpose, right? And another thing is purpose and niche. Niche means the topic, or niche means the industry you are working in, this thing. So when you are clear about that, your purpose and the niche, these two go hands in hand. Niche means you know who your audience is. Like if you are a book reviewer, you know your audience is another or your fellow readers, right? So that's your niche. So when I write for software, I mentioned I write for HR Tech. HR Tech is like a technical tool for agents. So my audience or my readers are agents. So I have to talk in their language, whatever the language they use. Let's say you are writing uh, for a beauty brand, a skincare brand. So your niche is beauty products, and your target audience are the people who are into skincare. Maybe a particular age number you have in mind, let's say from 18 to 25 years old. Or maybe you are working with a fitness brand and they dedicate to the moms. So those moms are your target audience. So person who is a, let's say, a female student and who is already a mom, they have different body types, they have some different health conditions, right? So that's how you differentiate in niches and know your target audience. So when you understand that, so you become more mindful about your content and you understand what you want to say in a clear way, right? So that's why niche is another thing. So if you are, let's say, going to build your website and start blogging, so choose a niche and understand about it, know about it, learn the target audience, what kind of language they are speaking, what type of things they like, what they don't like, right? So that's how you understand your uh, target audience, and these are definitely to interrelated to your purpose of the content or purpose of the blog. And again, so how do you do that? First, start by asking yourself, as this is maybe you already have worked with one industry, now you are trying for another industry, or you already want to start your blog. So this is how you want to define your purpose, and this is how you also can niche down if you haven't also down already. So start by asking yourself, what are the message or value do I want to convey to my blog, and who I'm trying to reach? Let's say, like I mentioned, when I'm writing for HR Tech, I am writing for the HRs, right? So what are the value they are going to get for it? Like value means simple things. Value means nothing. If this blog is going to share some info they don't know about, if it's going to educate them something or some process or some concept, or is this going to help in their daily workflow, right? So these are the value. That's how you value provide value, right? And next is consider your passion, interest, expertise to align your blogs with purpose you generally care about. I care a lot about mental health. So when I'm writing anything about it or around about it, I try to add some points or some, I like to mention again the HR example. I like to mention how they can get burnout and how they can affect their mental health, right? So these are the things you interlink, and it's not like you are picking anything. Let's say you are passionate about books and Bollywood, right? So you can definitely give an example, right? You want to be the SRK of your farm, right? Because why not? Uh, Nowadays, when we are talking about B2B, like business to business thing, that doesn't mean it's all have to be robotic. It's all have to be, just some chunky words. You have your flow, and that's how you build your tone. So again, conduct audience research and understand the need, preference, pain points. Like I mentioned, you have to know your audience or who you are writing for, right? Otherwise, it won't be as good as some top clear niche blogs. Right? So now, when you are clear about your focus, your purpose, now you have to think about the quality content, right? Quality means when something is high quality. What do we mean by quality? The first and foremost thing when we talk about quality comes to our mind is food, right? We often choose restaurant that give biryani in 70 rupees, and there is Arsalan that offers us biryani in uh, 200 rupees. Why? Because it's the quality matters, right? So a high quality content is the backbone of any successful blog. So if your blog does not have like there is no, let's say, any value, like I mentioned, your readers are not engaging it through it. So you will get bounce rate. Like no one would read your blog, and that's just garbage. That's it. And again, it's not just about your readers, it's also about search engine. If your content is good, then your readers are spending time on your blog, then it gives search engine a signal that okay, there is something definitely good in it and people are spending time on it. That means it's really good. And this signal leads you, and it means you get a higher ranking position. So it means you are increasing the chance of getting on the Google first page, right? And here is the characteristics of quality content, like what a quality content should contain. It must be well researched, right? Whatever the content is, you must be aware of what inside it. What are the topics you can cover and how you can align it with your readers. It must be informative. Like it must have some information, something you don't know. Like see, you are attending this webinar. Why? Because you want to learn something about blogging and how to make it engaging, right? So the information you are going to get here from here is something to have to do with the quality of this webinar, right? And engaging. Engaging means कि readers are taking some maybe action, maybe they are reading it completely. That's also a sign of and there are some examples, right? Like throughout the session, I'm giving you examples so that you can understand. So that's what you can do in your blogs. So that's how you make it engaging, right? So now comes the catchy headline, right? And you can also ask Momita, what is actually a headline? Headlines are nothing but the title. Here is my blog, and it's actually ranking on Google, so that's why I picked up. So it's it's the keyword, main keyword, and it's on the second page, right? So this is the hook, means this is the title of this blog, right? And as you could see, it's simple: boost employer branding with ChatGPT and GPT. There is nothing fancy about it, right? So that's it. It's just simple. If anyone looking at it, they would understand we are talking about employer branding, which is a topic related to HR tech, and there is some integration with ChatGPT and GPT. That's it. It's that simple, right? So, sorry. So uh, that's example of a catchy heading, and here you how cute. Like you, I have used the word boost, right? So that's a power word. You can also use ultimate, essential, proven. These are the some type of words you can use to make it more catchy, make it more attention grabbing, and create some sense of curiosity, right? And what I mean is boost is like a it's creating some sense of uh, curiosity and also like appealing, right? Uh, if you are, let's say, writing for a lifestyle blog and you mentioned that he look dashing with this t-shirt, right? This kind of headings are normal and on Myntra or on Flipkart, right? So these are the headlines or hooks. So and keep it concise, man. Keep it short, like as you could see here, just uh, this much of words, nothing more fancy about it, nothing longer, right? So, and if you even look at the page for this, so everyone is doing that. That's why they are here, right? Boost your employer branding and retention using AI. So it's all simple words and in simple tone. That's how it is. Uh, so if you want to use a tool and make your headlines catchy, use this. This is co-schedule. Here you can just copy paste your headline and analyze. This is a free tool, right? So, yeah. And now, what did I mention? Like what did I want to say by this? Designing a reader-friendly blog. What actually is a reader-friendly blog? Let me show you. So these are the tips. Like you can send some font. You can use sufficient spacing. Avoid too many fonts. Utilize descriptive subheadings. Organize information in bullet list. Use image. Maintain consistent. Let me show you here again. Right. So this is the heading, this is the picture. We also have a table of content. It also helpful and you cannot do anything about it. Wherever you are working with, your client have to do it because it's about the web designing. So let's say here are the numbers. This is the introduction. Here we have a image and it's a GIF, right? So it's catchy. It's I'm recruiting you because I like I mentioned it's about like related to recruitment brand. So that's how we do it. And like you did. So I have even used emojis. I have even used chips. Uh, Different and you
Here,
for writing your content. They don't need the like graphics. That's fine. But if you are doing on your own, please add images. Add images. Add images. Like that's how they would read a 3K words or maybe more than longer words blogs, right? So here is a free tool that
that
can you use to improve your readability. That is Hemingway. And what do I mean by readability? Readability is means nothing. It just use to read. This if these words are in red, that means it's hard to read. There are more.
Momita, we can't see your screen. Can you please reshare your screen? There might be some network glitch.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Just let me share. Is it visible now?
Yeah. Yeah, we can see
Uh,
your screen. Yeah, please continue.
yeah, like it was the last thing you did, show, or I missed anything? Should I go back? It's fine to start from here.
Yeah, from
Okay,
readability, you are there.
yeah. So the tool is Hemingway. Even if you are writing for social media captions, you can use this tool as well, right? So, yep. And next we have this is search engine optimization. So what is search engine optimization? And this is beneficial not just for blogs, even Instagram these days are talking about SEO. So how do you do it? It's like adding some keywords and some words that you Google get the sign because someone who is whoever controlling the Google's algorithm is not a human being, it's a robot or it's a AI who just went through the words to understand yeah, if this content is relevant or not. So, right, no matter how much effort you are putting, at the end of the day, it comes down to this words you are using and how you're using. So that is keyword uh, that's what we call the word keywords, right? And so identify relevant keywords and add them, add keyword illustrator and interlink them. That's how you make it more engaging. And here is RAP's free keyword research generator. You can just add your keywords here and generate your keywords or find your keywords. You can do it not just for Google, you can do it for Bing, for YouTube, and even for Amazon, right? Let me give you an example of the keyword, right? Here I mentioned my blog is ranking. This is the keyword I'm ranking for. Like if you paste this word or this word, you could see this many of blogs. So one thing common this blog have is they are all talking about this content. That's what keyword actually is, right? And that's what I have also mentioned. Like you could see, So if this is my keyword, see, I have mentioned it like twice. Why twice? Because you cannot overdo it. If you do, then Google will punish you. There are some rules about uh, keywords as well, right? So that's how. Now comes the engaging calls to action. It means calls to action is you are asking them to take some action after reading this blog or reading this content, right? So you have to be clear about it. You cannot just like sell them, do whatever you want to do. No, you cannot, because that's not the purpose of your goal. Remember, so purpose and CTA, these are aligned like always, and create a sense of urgency. Like you must have seen on like email or in any on Amazon, like this sale is ending within 24 hours or in 23 hours, right? So these are the urgency and CTA zones. So in my blog, right, if you could see, I first mentioned them about whatever the thing is, then I mentioned the schedule a call with our CEO Rohan. So I'm asking them to schedule a call to understand their services and this, right? So that's the CTA, and there is no other CTA, right? So so that's how you do a CTA. And again, let's go back to this blog and understand whatever I'm doing. So like I mentioned, these are the things I'm adding. You can do this, and you know, adding these subsections are also as keyword, right? So that's pretty much of it. That's pretty much of today's session. So what's next? Let's say you are like you know what blog is and you want to start, but you don't own a website, and you want to create your portfolio. So you can create portfolio with my Travelry. Like Mona Lisa mentioned, they are building a community. So they are providing you with the platform. So there you can blog, and you can just start practicing, or you can just brush up your skills. That's it. And I'm asking Mona Lisa to drop the link so that you can understand about this platform. And uh, that's end of our presentation. If you have further questions, please ask me. Uh, and if you have more questions even after this webinar, you can connect with me on like here on Instagram or on LinkedIn, right?
Yeah. So thank you, Momita, for your session. It was really insightful. And I would like to ask everybody to put your questions in the comments. So Momita will address all of them one by one. Or you can unmute yourself as well. Can everybody please switch on your camera?
Yeah, it would be like
Yeah,
this
yeah,
is my
because
first
it would be more
webinar and I
beneficial.
want to make it clear. So here is my phone. I want to click a picture.
Yeah, we'll be taking a picture at the end. So please switch on
And
your camera.
and most of the people, I think I know them. So they are from my Instagram. So please, or I'm going to reach out to
Great.
you personally.
Yeah.
Hey
So you
everyone.
can put your questions in the comments.
Okay, can you give some, thanks Anilita for asking this question. Can you give some suggestion to one starting their own blog? Like I mentioned, you can definitely start your own website and have your own blog, but that is expensive. But if you are just starting, you can start with free platforms like Medium, like WordPress. These are the free platforms, but you have to learn a few things here and there. But if you are joining this MyTravaly community platform, you just have to share your blog, and it's simple as like it's. And when you are just starting with WordPress, that might be a lonely journey, but if you are starting with a communities place like MyTravaly or uh, like Medium, it's going to be more engaging, so please do that.
Few more questions from Siddhi Gurav. So, what are some good resources to learn SEO?
I cannot see here. So really the best free way to learn SEO is looking for some free resources available by RAPs and SEMrush. Let me just show you here. Uh, I'm sharing the link in the comment so that you can actually get from us. This is free and this is like top notch. You could find too many, uh, courses online, but trust me, this is one of the best and free resources out there, and it's enough to start. Okay, can you suggest some basic pointers for creating a portfolio? Uh, okay, so what do I mean by portfolio is like portfolio is nothing but let's say it's like showing people that you already know you can work, even if you don't already have any client or you don't have any professional experience of working, right? So pick a platform, pick whatever, like platform or blog, then like I mentioned, niche is important, but when you are just starting, niche is not, ultimate necessary. Just pick a few topic you are interested about or you want to learn more about, or you are like fascinating about that topic and want to work in future, right? So these are the a few things to consider when you are just picking a topic. And let's say you picked up food, books, and health, right? Maximum pick three topics because otherwise it will be like mess, too many content, but just pick three. Then pick some brands who are already killing in this industry, right? For food you could say like Zomato, right? Zomato is already writing killing ad copies, killing header, so you can pick and we have that inspiration from there. And for books, let's say you have written 5 books by penguins, so you want to create something like that. And let's say for health, who is killing it in health niche? There is a platform named Vera. They are into women health, right? So or there are some other startup who are into mental health. So just look at them, what are the topics they are covering, pick a blog from there and rewrite it in your sense. Like just take the topic inspiration from them and write that blog. I hope that makes sense and I hope it clears your doubt, because yeah, a 3 is good to go. Then you can just look for your clients
Request everyone to switch on your camera
if
to
possible.
make it,
Okay,
yeah,
we we
because
are
to make it
not
more interactive. And we'll take a picture at the end.
will it be possible? Hi, Sanjana.
Hi,
Thanks.
Sanjana.
I think people are shy, so let's just let them be, or maybe they are stuck in the word. I'm clicking a picture, and if Sanjana, are you in on like Instagram, on LinkedIn? So please let me know, catch your handle so that I can tag you.
Sure, sure. I'll DM you the
Thanks.
details.
Thanks. So I'm
Please
just
switch
clicking a
on your
picture.
camera.
Uh, let's not force them. I think they might be.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So
So
we'll wrap up
yeah,
today's
just let me
session.
take a picture.
Yeah.
Thanks. Thank you.
So thank you everyone for joining us for this webinar. And I would like to say special thanks to Moumita Roy for bringing out time and sharing her tips and insights about content writing. So I hope you found today's session insightful. And I've shared our website details. So you can visit our website at mytravelly.com and you can join our community platform. So I have pinged the link in the comment. So you can join from there. And yeah, so that's all. Keep writing, keep inspiring, and keep sharing. So
Thank
thank
you.
you
Thanks
everyone for
everyone
joining.
joining. Thanks.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks Anindita. Thanks Sanjana once again. Siddhi and Pratyusha. Bye.
Yeah. Bye bye.